is the News Hour with Arnab Goswami.
We are moving into the Arakshan debate tonight, and I'd like to begin by saying that the news point to this movie, which hasn't even been released, and I'm sure that many of the people who have objections on the movie haven't even seen it. This movie has already become to be tagged as extremely controversial. Perhaps it works for the publicity build-up to the movie, but Prakash Jha's Arakshan is one of those films that seems to court controversy every hour, every day. The latest setback today were the comments of the National Commission for Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes chief. The commission saying that some of the dialogues in the movie were demeaning to the Dalit community. Perhaps the subject matter reminds our politicians of the bitter debates over the Mandal Commission that saw mass protests, but these comments of a senior government official have raised some concerns about whether they will be followed up. In our studios, Mayank Shekhar, well-known film critic. Thank you very much, Mayank. Good to see you back tonight. Leela Sampson is Censor Board Chief. Ajay Bose, senior journalist and author. Kanchai Elayya, activist and writer from Hyderabad. Okay, I want to begin by asking you, Mr. Kanchai Elayya, what do you make of these protests that have already started before the movie is released? Are we too sensitive on issues such as reservations?
No, Aruna, the whole question is, on July 28th, Bhujbal raised a doubt that this film seems to be going against the very concept of reservation, maybe given the kind of actor that it involves, the kind of director that it involves, because Amitabh Bachchan's position on reservation is in a way known. Though Prakash Jha has taken some sort of a pro-reservation stand, but the question today is that each character plays a certain kind of role in the film, and then the main hero himself seems to be going against it if I see the reviews properly. Now, here is an SC/ST commission, a constitutional body which is asking for a preview of the film. Now, why is Prakash Jha is not willing to show this before he releases the film? Now,
the film is cleared by the censor board.
To ban it.
The film is cleared by the censor board. Leela Sampson has cleared it. She's with us.
The question is that you are dealing with a subject about a people who have been oppressed for 3,000 years, and they have been fighting against, the oppression of a small group for a longer time in history. When you are making a film on such a sensitive thing, is it not your responsibility to get a preview first and then
see who determines? I agree. The
right to expression I give. Arnab, I'll give all the right to freedom of speech. I myself is a writer. I'm a critic of Hinduism. But the question is, here is a question of most oppressed and the oppressor involved.
One second. I'm going. Miss Leela Sampson, does this movie or the first part of the movie severely or any way, sort of offend sensibilities of certain sections of our community? Does it do that?
In my opinion, the film is not so much about reservation as it is about education. So the main problem here is that very few people have seen the film. The fault, it seems to me, lies in the fact that it has been named Arakshan. As far as we are concerned in the CBSE, we have certified the film. The High Court in Bombay has given us a judgment that defends our position. They also feel that if we had to edit it now or delete something, it would amount to a denial of the freedom of constitutional right of freedom of speech. There's nothing wrong in the film.
That's the whole point. Then this is pure opportunism then at play. Yes, Mayank, have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie?
Yes. Okay.
1 minute. Let me get a view, sir. Mayank Shekhar has seen the movie. And I'm asking you, Mayank, whether this movie offends Dalit or any sensibilities of any caste, community or group.
Right. Well, firstly, the movie, as Leela pointed out, is really not about reservation.
Then why?
Very like a small portion of it, or actually extended first half of it, is about reservation. Secondly, and that part is polemical on all sides of reservation, as you know, caste-based reservation in schools and colleges, of course, in higher education, and it takes all points of the debate. It's almost boring to the point of how they're arguing it. I mean, it's not a debating society; it's a film, for God's sake. But and to the best of my knowledge, I couldn't see anything offensive in anything that was said in the movie per se. But my point is, Arnab, and this canard runs every day in the media.
Then why is Prakash Jha not coming out and saying it's not even about reservations?
No, it is.
He's saying that.
Portion is. But the movie by itself is about education.
No, but the name is, but the way you've named it is in India versus India. I mean, is this...
No. I don't think there is there is fair linkage between the title of the film and the film itself. My point is, nobody I know would be offended by it, but let's say that somebody is offended by it, because this canard runs in the media every day. Somebody or the other is always offended by something or the other. Now, exactly how do people get offended? Like, what happens to them? Like, do they get heat boils across the body? I mean, there is one way of dealing with it, which is it's a democracy. Critique it. If the gentleman there can critique Hinduism, certainly he can critique a film and make his points clear. Or better still, don't watch it. But it's hard enough to make a movie, given that there's censorship from the producers themselves on things that you can make a movie on. Then there is a censor board that exists to begin with, which is from the government. And then if you're going to listen to each and every person, a barber association that has a problem with the title, or some other group that has a problem with something else, there is no end to it, right?
There's no end. But who's going to be the self-appointed?
Right,
Ajay Bose, where do you stand on what Mayank just said?
Arnab, if you really see what's been happening, reservation is the present issue. But on several other issues, any kind of creativity, whether it's a film, whether it's a book, whether it's a painting, the problem is that just even a small group of people, even if they're a handful of people, they can really create a huge stir. They can say something which may twist the entire meaning of that particular work of art. That is picked up by the media and then, played up a lot. Then that by itself is twisted again by other community leaders, and the whole thing becomes a huge controversy. I think we really need to put our heads together and really deal with this problem, because this is getting beyond, because anything which is slightly politically incorrect, you have to, how can an artist do any work of art without offending somebody or the other? It is impossible. You see, one thing is being completely abusive. Now that's a matter of taste, and it's clearly, if somebody is really trying to abuse somebody's faith or somebody's feelings or somebody's sensitivities, that should be stopped. But if you are going to deal with social issues, you're bound to rub up somebody or the other the wrong way. So I think we need to, because unfortunately, for leaders of any community, or for the government, or for the administration, they face a real problem, and this is a problem on the ground, because a small group of people, a very, very minority of even 5 or 6 people, if they get up in a hall and start creating a stir, that gets played up, and then an entire community may get aggrieved.
No,
this is the problem we are facing.
Here's one simple question to Mr. Ilaiah, to Mr. Kancha Ilaiah. This movie has become so controversial. Tell me, Mr. Ilaiah, there's so many politicians and political groups who work on, trying to polarize communities, trying to retain vote banks, trying to play caste politics. Mr. Ilaiah, who's going to ban them? They continue to work on a social cleavage.
I agree with you that we have been also standing for the right to freedom. Paintings like M.F. Hussain, when people attack, we support it. But here is a question where, if the victim is blamed, and see, there is already a review which I read on the internet. Saif Ali Khan's role starts with a scenario where he goes for an interview and the selection committee humiliates him, naming his caste. then Amitabh Bachchan, who is the principal of the college, stands for merit but not for reservation. That's how the review talks about.
No,
Now,
but
this is a
one sec. That
question
review is not true. Says someone who's seen the movie. One second, please. Why are you believing these reviews? One second, please. Please hear the point of view. Mayank says your review you read is not true.
What I'm saying is, why not?
So why are you
Arnab,
believing
why
that?
not they show it to?
So.
No.
Why
the
don't
point
you
is
just
that
go and
it
watch
is
the
not
film
true.
when it comes out? It's been
Sir,
passed
let me tell you why not. Because the High Court bench observed that the only appropriate authority who has the right to judge a film is the censor board. Either Leela Samson should be told today to pack up her job and not do her job. Either you are telling Leela Samson today, please pack up your job. You are only an ornamental post. Politicians will decide henceforth which movie is released or not released. You can take that position, but please you must hear the point of view. Point of view of Mayank Shekhar, who says the review you read is not true. Mayank, please.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, firstly, these are characters in a film. What they're saying is in context of a story. Of course, the movie is yet to release, so I don't want to reveal too much or reveal anything yet. But the scene that you're referring to comes across as very important to the larger storyline. So unless, if you take it out of context, then you're hurting somebody's sentiment.
We're hearing reports here that, Leela Samson, we're hearing reports here that, in an attempt to make you, and please don't mind my saying it, Ms. Samson, I have the highest respect for you. But in an attempt to make your post completely, ornamental, some politicians are saying we will not allow this movie to be released in our state without these cuts, these removals.
Can I make a point?
No, how fair is that? How fair is that? Ms. Samson, how fair is that?
I don't agree with those politicians. I don't agree with them.
It's not.
I'm not going to support that kind of a stand.
But they are going to do it.
We will certainly judge the film. No. See, I also oppose those who oppose like that. The question is that the right to freedom of expression of, Jha must be granted, and but we have only one.
Who is going to tell Mayawati?
Country of upper caste.
Who is going to tell Ms. Mayawati? Ajay Bose, who is going to tell Ms. Mayawati? Ms. Mayawati, you are not the censor board. You have to draw the line.
Or no?
Yes.
No. Let me just make a point here, because this is now a big thing that you blame everything on politicians, whether it's Mayawati or somebody else. But you must understand that for, say, a person like Mayawati, who's looking at the UP elections coming up, one of her main rivals, Mr. Punia, has already jumped into the fray and declared that this is somehow insulting to Dalits, and is carrying on a running battle with poor Leela.
No, that is their business.
On this whole thing about that she has not been, that she has not shown the film to him or whatever. Whatever that personal battle is going on there.
That is Mayawati's
problem. The point is that she wants to play safe.
No, she can play safe.
She wants to play safe.
She can play safe.
She does not want to get involved at all.
No, she can.
Even if it costs her one vote.
She can play safe, but
one vote, she can't take that risk.
No, she can play safe. She may have.
Why should she take the risk? What does she get out of it?
Why is this political grandstanding happening without any respect to structures which have been established in our country? That is Mayawati's problem, that there are UP elections
but this is precisely
competitive politics.
This is precise. Just imagine this promotional thing in Lucknow, which was supposed to happen. So let me finish. Let me finish. This promotional thing which was supposed to happen in Lucknow, supposing in this, some slogans are raised. Some, there's a little fracas even. We now know that UP is under the magnifying glass of everybody. Now, supposing there's a fracas, supposing it leads to something, she just doesn't want to take the risk.
In the past, in this country,
the point is nobody's seen the movie. There are all kinds of rumors. Chhagan Bhujbal is saying something. Republican Party of India has
those are politicians spreading rumors. They haven't seen the movie.
Very, very difficult.
The politicians spreading rumors have not seen the movie. The politicians spreading rumors have not seen the movie, and then other politicians are reacting to them. They are making this a political game. They are competing with each other. Right,
but what is wrong in discussion?
Yeah, but politicians compete with each other.
Yeah, but why deny people? What allows them to become the censor board in the process? It doesn't give them the right to become the censor board.
Arnab, could you please listen to me? See,
you're not going to get any joy out of this.
No, the Dalits and OBCs of India have not behaved like the blacks in UK just now. You are saying what is happening in UK. We have not gone and burnt the whole country in spite of the fact that 3,000 years we were worse than those blasts in those countries. We are asking for a genuine open debate. Why not they show that we are victims?
So here's a proposition.
You want to throw us, stones on us.
Then Mayawati should appoint somebody of her own choice as the head of the censor board. And Mayawati should simultaneously also run the censor board of the country.
It is not fair, Aruna. It is not fair to talk like
this country has released films on terror, Black Friday. It has released films on riots, Parzania. It has released films on partition, Gadar. It has released films on homosexuality, Fire. It has all been sensitive subjects. Right. The censor board has cleared them all, and all these controversial films have been screened.
Well, Parzania had a problem with Gujarat.
Parzania had a problem with Gujarat. Now this will be used to justify many more such Parzania kind of bans.
No, but
there have been also controversies or no? There have been also controversies.
So movies should not be made about controversies. You should only have people running around trees.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I started out by saying that you need to put your heads together with a small group of people and create a big problem. And if you're administering a state, if you're fighting elections, it's, come on. I mean, I think politicians are as cold-blooded and as self-centered as journalists. I mean, they have their as much as their interest at heart as journalists.
But Ajay, if any politician ever imagines that there will be any sympathy or understanding saying, sorry, I am in a political game, I need to compete with somebody, because I'm going to compete with somebody, I'll become the censor board overnight, I think that's not going to get any support across. And if politicians want to make films the subject of their political theatre, it's going to be absurd. You cannot make films the subject of your theatre.
Aruna, with all the respect for you, see, all the upper castes have been against the reservation throughout the reservation period struggles.
Right.
And today, when a movie is made by all the upper castes together, I mean, what kind of presumptions that we can have in this
Please don't reduce everything to everything to please don't reduce everything to pure caste.
I'm not saying, Aruna, please understand me. I'm not damning.
No, wait a minute.
Damning everybody.
Mayank is responding.
I'm sorry.
Mayank is responding to you.
But
Mayank.
Even if you ascribe certain ulterior motives, though you haven't seen the film, so you can't quite be commenting on something you haven't seen and with the points that are being made in the film. But my question is it impossible to even debate reservation, and does that make you casteist if you were to? And would you not have a debate in a show like this?
Absolutely.
So why can't you do it in a film? And what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? And will politicians stop exploiting the social divide themselves before trying to pass judgment on movies in the first place? Leela Samson, you'd find...
No, it's not just politicians. It's everybody.
Okay.
Don't make it into
it's only politicians, Ajay, in this case. Mr. Punia is a politician, Mayawati is a politician. And you yourself said that both of them are competing with each other. So that came from you. I'm taking a break tonight because I've run completely short of time.
But that's the nature of the game.
I'm sure Leela Samson is wondering today where she stands in the middle of all this. I mean, it's Ms. Samson, are you going to review? You made your judgment is final, right? You're not going to come under political pressure.
No, as far as we are concerned, we've already given the film certification.
Okay.
If we at all attempt any alterations to the film now, we will have to refer it back to the High Court.
Absolutely.
So it's very clear.
And we know where the court stands on this. Let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching the News Hour tonight. Tomorrow I'll be back with a big story, the relevant debate. Till then, good night and goodbye.